Today, we're going to tell you exactly how you can get involved in 18 new unique experiences on the Sandbox game and even get your hands on some exclusive NFTs as well as some sand tokens. So you don't want to miss this video. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Ape Gang YouTube channel where we discuss NFTs, the metaverse, crypto, and everything in between. My name is OG. I'm your host. Before we dive in, let's first talk about what is the Sandbox game. It's a virtual world or a metaverse where players can build, own, and monetize gaming experiences in the Ethereum blockchain. If I had to really break it down for you, it's basically Minecraft, but on the blockchain, meaning the in-game currency is not just in-game currency that then has no value outside of the game. The in-game currency itself, the sand token, has actual real life value, which is, at the time of recording this video, approximately $7 US. And quite similar to the Minecraft concept, the experiences, the characters, and everything you can build within the game are just as vast. You have full control and access over customizing your own avatar, customizing the house that you live in, customizing entire games, and all of that happens on the Sandbox game itself, meaning that it's an open world where anyone can join in, create, buy, sell. It's got its own economy, and it's one of the biggest metaverse projects in the space right now. Actually, if you've ever played Minecraft and were ever tormented by one of these things, I want you to drop a comment down below and say creeper. Now, the Sandbox blockchain gaming platform currently consists of 3 different products that kind of tie in together to form this comprehensive experience for you as a user. So first off, we've got the voxel editor, which basically allows you to create these voxels or models or whatever you want to call them, whether it's, you want to make a boat, you want to make a car, you want to make a dragon. That in itself, you can then take to their second product or piece of their ecosystem, which is the marketplace, where you can then sell it as an NFT, or you could trade it, you could buy other NFTs and so on and so forth. And last but definitely not least, the final piece in this trifecta or this ecosystem is the game maker, which basically allows you to create, build, share, and monetize these gaming experiences on the platform that the Sandbox game hosts. And aside from the fact that the voxels that you end up creating or buying are essentially NFTs, there's also the sand token, which is basically the ecosystem currency that you can use for any transactions or interactions within the Sandbox game. And another really cool factor that ties in back with NFTs is land on the Sandbox game. You could essentially buy land in this metaverse that you can then use to build your unique experiences or to house your NFTs or whatever it is that you want to do. So that piece of land is then identified on the blockchain as yours, and you're free to do with it as you may please. And it's not just people like you and me that are buying land in the Sandbox metaverse. Big companies are now also getting involved, like Atari, Binance, CoinMarketCap, Adidas Originals, and many more yet to come. So now that we got all of that out of the way and you actually know what the Sandbox game is, let's talk about the Sandbox Alpha. And we're going to tell you exactly what's in it for you to win if you claim one of these alpha passes by the end of the video, so you definitely want to keep watching. The Sandbox Alpha is a play-to-earn event that is going to start on November 29 at 1 p.m. GMT, and is going to be the first opportunity for people to actually join and explore the Sandbox metaverse through 18 unique experiences that were created by the Sandbox teams. But to get access to the Sandbox Alpha, you need an Alpha Pass, which is essentially an NFT ticket that you can claim as your entry ticket to this event. Now, the way these alpha passes are currently being given out is through an alpha raffle, which basically encompasses all land owners within the Sandbox, meaning you have to actually own land to participate in the raffle. But they're then giving away 1,000 alpha passes to these lucky landowners that end up winning. So if you already own some land in the Sandbox game, or if you were looking to pick up some more, now is probably the right time. But then again, as always, remember, this is not financial advice, and please do your own research and don't invest more money than you can afford to lose. If you don't already own any lands, or if it's currently too expensive for you to pick up some on the secondary market on OpenSea, for example, they're still planning to give away 750 alpha passes every week for 3 weeks through social contests. So you'll want to follow the Sandbox team on Twitter and join their Discord for more updates. Alternatively, of course, you could just wait for these passes to actually go out to the raffle winners and then try to pick one up on secondary market on OpenSea. But chances are not many people will want to let their alpha passes go because this event is huge in the Sandbox game. And if they do list them, they'll probably list them for very, very high prices. So might not be the most feasible solution, but it's still an option for you, of course. And every single weekday, the team will be releasing one more unique experience until the season closes on December 20. So you'll want to pay attention and actually try all of these experiences when they come out. Now, if you are one of the lucky winners of the Alpha Passes raffle, you will then be greeted on the Sandbox website with a pop-up that says congratulations, and then you'll be able to actually claim the pass as an NFT on your MetaMask wallet, which means you will need to have some Ethereum in your wallet to actually pay for the transaction gas fees. And if you're wondering, what can I earn in this play to earn event? The Sandbox team is actually giving away 1,000 SAND tokens to users for completing all objectives in the alpha, meaning that you'll go on these different quests and these experiences, the 18 that we mentioned, and if you complete them, then you can claim 1,000 SAND tokens, which at the time of recording this video is around approximately $7,000 US. In addition, you can also win 3 exclusive NFTs, which will only be ever available during the Sandbox alpha, meaning that after the alpha closes, you'll have to pick one up on secondary market, and again, they'll probably be listed for very high prices. So this is kind of your only chance to pick up some of these NFTs. Now, even without the alpha pass, players can still join the Sandbox metaverse or this alpha event and actually play 3 unique experiences. However, you can't actually win any of the SAND tokens or the NFTs that we mentioned earlier, but it's still a pretty cool event and you might want to get involved and actually interact with some of the community that is currently on the Sandbox game. And of course, you want to keep your eye out on the Sandbox metaverse because ApeGang is very, very soon going to be making some huge announcements, so watch this space. That being said, if you have any more questions about the Sandbox game or the metaverse in general, please make sure that you drop them down in the comments below and we'll answer them in our upcoming videos. As always, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on so that you can watch these videos when we put them out. Once again, it's been a pleasure. See you in the metaverse. Peace.